Eliana's heart stopped as she pushed open the door to the old family cabin, the one tucked away in the Vermont woods where holidays were supposed to mend frayed bonds. There, under the dim glow of string lights, was Tessa, her closest confidant since college, locked in a kiss with Eliana's younger sister Mia. The world tilted, betrayal slicing through her like a winter gale. But beneath the rage simmered something darker, something Elliana had buried for years, a pull toward Tessa that now refused to stay hidden. The reunion had been her mother's idea, a desperate attempt to glue the family back together after Dad's passing. Elliana, at 28, had driven up from Boston, her life a carefully constructed facade of corporate success and solitary evenings. She was the reliable one, the daughter who followed the script, good job at the marketing firm, polite dates with men her friends set her up with, never rocking the boat. But Tessa? Tessa was chaos in human form. A freelance photographer from Seattle who'd crashed into Eliana's life during freshman year at NYU. They'd been inseparable, sharing late-night confessions and dreams of escaping their pasts. Elliana had always chalked up her fluttering heart around Tessa to admiration. Nothing more. Now witnessing this, that lie crumbled. "Why?" Elliana whispered, her voice breaking the silence. Tessa pulled away from Mia, her face paling as she met Eliana's eyes. Mia, only 22 and fresh out of college, stammered apologies, but Elliana barely heard her. Her mind raced. How long had this been going on? Was this why Tessa had been distant lately, canceling their video calls? And worst of all, why did the sight of Tessa's lips on someone else's, her sister's no less, feel like a personal theft? Elliana turned and fled into the snow-dusted night, her boots crunching against the frozen ground, thoughts swirling in a storm of confusion and hurt. Back at the main house, the family buzzed with oblivious cheer. Her mother, Linda, a devout Catholic from a long line of traditionalists, was in the kitchen, humming carols while preparing cocoa. Eliana's brother, Mark, laughed with cousins by the fire. No one noticed her slip in, cheeks flushed not from cold but from the turmoil inside. She locked herself in the upstairs bathroom, staring at her reflection. This can't be happening, she thought. Tessa's straight. Mia's straight. What am I? The question had haunted her since high school, when crushes on girls were dismissed as phases. Her family would never understand. They'd pray it away like they did with Aunt Clara's lifestyle choice that led to her being quietly disinvited from gatherings. Hours later, a soft knock. "Ellie? It's me." Tessa's voice muffled through the door. Eliana's pulse quickened. Anger, yes, but also that inexplicable warmth. She opened it a crack. Tessa stood there, eyes red-rimmed, bundled in a scarf. "We need to talk. Please." Against her better judgment, Elliana let her in. They sat on the edge of the bed, the room heavy with unspoken words. Tessa explained. "It started innocently, a flirtation during Mia's visit to Seattle last summer." "I didn't mean to hurt you," Tessa said, her hand reaching out but stopping short. "Mia's great, but Ellie, it's you I've always felt something for. This with Mia, it was a mistake, a way to ignore what I really want." Eliana's breath caught. "What you really want?" The words hung between them, charged. Tessa leaned closer, her voice a whisper. "You. It's always been you." The confession hit like a thunderclap. Elliana recoiled, but inside pieces clicked into place. The way Tessa's laughs made her day. The jealousy she'd felt over Tessa's past flings with guys. Was this love? Or just the wreckage of betrayal twisting her mind? She pushed Tessa away. "Get out. You're messing with my head." Tessa left, but the seed was planted, germinating in the fertile soil of Eliana's doubts. The next morning, breakfast was tense. Mia avoided her gaze, and Tessa had vanished early, claiming a flight back west. Eliana's mother noticed the strain. "What's wrong, honey? You look like you saw a ghost." Elliana forced a smile. "Just tired, Mom." But inside she seethed. How dare Tessa drop that bomb and run? And Mia, her own sister, stealing what might have been hers. The family dynamics, already fragile, felt on the brink. Mark pulled her aside later. "Spill it, sis. You and Tessa fighting." Elliana hesitated, then lied. "Old stuff. It's fine." But it wasn't. As the reunion wrapped up, Elliana drove home alone, her mind a battlefield. "If I pursue this, what then?" she pondered. "Coming out? To mom, who quotes Bible verses on natural order. To a society that still whispers behind backs. The road blurred with tears, decisions looming like storm clouds. Weeks passed in Boston, a blur of work deadlines and sleepless nights. Elliana ignored Tessa's texts, but each one chipped at her resolve. I'm sorry. Can we talk? Finally, she caved, agreeing to meet when Tessa flew east for a gig. They chose a neutral spot, a cozy cafe in Cambridge. Tessa arrived, looking vulnerable in a way Elliana hadn't seen before. I ended it with Mia, she said outright. It was never real. Not like how I feel about you. Eliana's heart raced. And how's that? Tessa's eyes met hers, unflinching. Like you're the one person who gets me. Like I can't breathe without you in my life. The words unlocked something in Elliana. A flood of memories, shared secrets, lingering touches she dismissed as friendly. But doubt crept in. What about my family? Mia's heartbroken, mom's suspicious. Tessa sighed. We'll figure it out. But Ellie denying this, it's killing us both. They talked for hours, peeling back layers. Elliana admitted her fears. The conservative upbringing, the pressure to marry a nice man, have kids, fit the mold. If I choose you, I lose them, she whispered. Tessa took her hand. Or you gain yourself. That touch sent sparks, confirming what Elliana had long suspected. As they parted, a tentative kiss on the cheek sealed it. They were crossing a line, no turning back. The relationship bloomed in secret, stolen weekends and late-night calls. Elliana felt alive, colors brighter, but guilt shadowed every joy. Am I betraying Mia? She wondered, replaying the cabin scene. Mia had confronted her once, tearful. Why do you hate me now? Elliana evaded, but the rift widened. And society? Whispers at work about those types. News of anti-LGBT bills in other states. It all amplified her paranoia. One night, alone in her apartment, Elliana broke down. Is this worth it? The hiding, the lies. Yet thinking of Tessa's smile, the answer was yes. But choices have prices, and Eliana's was about to come due. Eliana's secret weighed heavier with each passing day. A constant hum in her mind like an unresolved chord. She and Tessa navigated their new reality carefully, meeting in hidden corners of the city. Parks at dusk, out-of-the-way diners where no one knew them. Tessa's optimism buoyed her. We're building something real, Ellie. Screw the world. But Elliana couldn't shake the inner turmoil. What if this destroys everything? She thought during solo runs along the Charles River. Her family's expectations loomed large. Mom called weekly, hinting at setups with nice boys from church. Each evasion felt like a small death. Then came the first crack. Mia showed up unannounced at Eliana's apartment one rainy evening. Her eyes were puffy, voice accusatory. It's Tessa, isn't it? You're the reason she dumped me. Elliana froze, denial on her lips, but Mia pressed. I saw your texts on her phone once. Nothing incriminating, but the way you two talk. It's more than friends. The confrontation escalated, voices rising. You're my sister. How could you? Mia cried. Eliana's defense crumbled. It wasn't planned. I love her. The words escaped raw and true. Mia recoiled as if slapped. Love? You're both women. Mom would die if she knew. She stormed out, leaving Elliana trembling. Did I just doubt myself? Panic surged. Mia could tell the family, unravel it all. Tessa arrived later, holding Elliana as she sobbed. We'll handle it together, she promised. But Eliana's mind raced with what-ifs. Mia's right. This isn't normal in our world. Tessa challenged her. Whose world? The one that suffocates you. Their talks delved deep, exposing Eliana's internalized shame. From Catholic school teachings to societal stares. Tessa shared her own story. Coming out in college, losing friends but gaining freedom. It's scary but worth it, she said. Elliana wanted to believe, but fear gripped tighter. Work became a refuge, or so she thought. A promotion loomed, but rumors swirled about her distracted state. Her boss, a progressive type, pulled her aside. Everything okay at home? Elliana nodded, but inside. If they knew, would I lose this too? Society's undercurrents, friends' casual homophobic jokes, news of discriminated colleagues, amplified her isolation. One evening, scrolling social media, she stumbled on a support group post. Hiding your truth is a slow poison. It resonated, stirring resolve. Maybe I can come out, she pondered. But timing mattered. The holidays approached, amplifying tensions. Mom insisted on a family gathering in Connecticut, where the extended clan would convene. Elliana dreaded it, especially with Mia's silence since the fight. Tessa urged her to skip, but Elliana refused. I can't abandon them. The drive down was agony, scenarios playing out. Mia exposing her, Mom's disappointment, Uncle's judgments. Arriving, the house smelled of pie and pine, but the air crackled with unspoken strain. Mia avoided her, sticking close to Mark. During dinner, Mom beamed. Elliana, I invited that nice accountant from church. He's single. Elliana forced a laugh, but inside rebellion brewed. No more pretending. Later, in the quiet of her childhood room, Elliana called Tessa. I miss you. This facade is exhausting. Tessa's voice soothed. Then end it. Tell them. But fear won that night. The next day, a family game night turned confrontational when an uncle ranted about those gays ruining America. Eliana's blood boiled. Uncle Joe, that's not fair, she said softly. The table hushed. Mom shot her a look. We don't discuss politics here. But the seed of defiance grew. Mia, watching, smirked bitterly. Hypocrite, she muttered under her breath. Post-holiday, back in Boston, Elliana faced a crossroads. Tessa proposed a weekend getaway to Provincetown, a haven for their community. Let's just be us, she said. Elliana agreed, packing with trepidation. The town welcomed them, rainbow flags, open couples. For the first time, Elliana held Tessa's hand publicly, a thrill mixed with terror. This could be our life, Tessa whispered during a beach walk. Elliana nodded, but doubts lingered. At what cost? That night, in their own room, they talked futures, marriage, kids via adoption. Felt possible yet distant. Reality intruded via a call from Mom. Mia's acting strange. Says you two fought over a boy. Fix it, Ellie. Guilt twisted. Elliana confessed to Tessa. I have to talk to Mia. They met at a neutral coffee shop. Mia arrived wary. What do you want? Elliana bared her soul. I'm in love with Tessa. It's real and I'm sorry it hurt you.
Mia esse anger flared.
You stole her. And now you're gay. Do you know what this will do to Mom? Tears flowed. She'll blame herself. Pray for your soul. Elliana pleaded. Support me. We're family. Mia hesitated then. I need time. It was a fragile truce but progress. Emboldened, Elliana considered coming out to Mom. But society threw curveballs. A workplace sensitivity training that highlighted discrimination, reminding her of risks. If I lose my job, my family, what then? She agonized. Tessa pushed gently. Hiding is losing yourself. Their bond deepened but cracks showed. Tessa frustrated by secrecy, Elliana torn by loyalty. One argument escalated. I can't wait forever, Ellie. Tessa yelled. Elliana shot back. You don't get the pressure. Reconciliation followed, but the strain lingered. As spring bloomed, a decision crystallized. Elliana invited Mom to Boston for lunch. Heart-pounding, she said. Mom, I'm seeing someone. Her name is Tessa. The words hung. Mom's face drained. Her? Ella. No. It's a phase. We'll get help. Rejection stung, but Elliana stood firm. It's who I am. Mom left in tears, the divide widening. Inside, Elliana questioned. Was this right? The pain I'm causing, for what? Yet with Tessa's support, she felt a glimmer of authenticity amid the wreckage. The fallout from Elliana's confession rippled outward. A stone cast into still waters now churning with waves. Mom's calls came daily at first, laced with pleas and scripture. God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve or even Eve, she'd say, voice cracking. Elliana endured, explaining patiently. This isn't a choice, Mom. It's me. But Linda retreated into denial, consulting the priest, who advised prayer vigils. Eliana's inner voice screamed. Why can't she see my happiness? The rejection burrowed deep, eroding her confidence. Mark, ever the mediator, reached out.
Mom's devastada. Sis.
Thinks she failed you. Elliana confided. I didn't choose this to hurt her. He sympathized but warned. The family's splitting. Uncle Joe's furious. Society's mirror reflected back. Friends distanced themselves, work colleagues whispered. A promotion sheet-eyed slipped away, ostensibly for fit. But Elliana suspected bias. Is this the price? She wondered during sleepless nights. Tessa held her. We're in this together. But even their haven cracked. Tessa's impatience grew. When do we stop hiding?
Mia stance evolved slowly.
A tentative text. I miss my sister. They met again, this time with less hostility. Mia admitted. I was jealous, but seeing you with Tessa. It's real. Elliana hugged her, relief flooding. Will you stand by me? Mia nodded. I'll try. But Mom. The mending bond offered solace amid chaos. Yet betrayal's shadow lingered. Mia's initial fling with Tessa a sore spot. How do I fully forgive? Elliana pondered. A turning point came at a pride event Tessa dragged her to in Boston. Surrounded by allies, Elliana felt seen. But a counter-protester shouted slurs, triggering panic. This is our reality, Tessa said later. Elliana nodded, resolve hardening. I won't back down. Back home, she joined an online support group sharing stories. One woman's tale of family estrangement mirrored hers. It hurts, but freedom heals. Inspired, Elliana pushed forward. Work tensions peaked when a client meeting turned awkward. A conservative exec eyed her rainbow pin suspiciously. Personal politics at work, he quipped. Elliana defended. It's who I am. The deal faltered, her boss reprimanding. Keep it neutral. Frustration boiled. Why must I hide? She vented to Tessa. Their talks turned to future plans, moving in together, perhaps leaving Boston for a more accepting city like San Francisco. We could start fresh, Tessa dreamed. Elliana hesitated. But my roots. The pull between love and loyalty tore at her. Family drama escalated at a cousin's wedding. Mom invited her, but with conditions. No +1 if it's her. Elliana attended alone, the event a minefield. Relatives gossiped. Heard Eliana's gone alternative. Uncle Joe confronted. You're confusing the kids with this nonsense. Elliana snapped. It's love, not nonsense. Mom pulled her aside, tearful. You're breaking my heart. The night ended in isolation, Elliana fleeing early. Am I the villain? She questioned on the drive home. Tessa awaited, angry. You went without me? That's capitulation. The fight was fierce. I'm trying to keep peace. Elliana yelled. Tessa. At our expense. Doors slammed, silence followed. Days of cold shoulder tested their bond. Elliana reflected. Love shouldn't cost this much. Reconciliation came via a heartfelt letter from Tessa. I love you enough to fight for us. They made up, but fragility remained. Society's pressures mounted with a local bill threatening LGBT rights. Elliana attended a rally, speaking out for the first time. We deserve equality, she declared, voice shaking. Media coverage followed, outing her further. Mom saw it on TV, calling hysterical. You're ruining our name. Elliana stood ground. It's for a better world. Inside, doubt nagged. Is activism worth the alienation? Mia's support solidified. She visited, bringing takeout. I told Mom to back off. Elliana teared up. Thank you. They bonded over shared memories, Mia confessing. I was exploring too. Tessa was a phase. The revelation eased old wounds. We're both figuring it out, Elliana said. But healing was partial. Mom's silence grew. As summer waned, a crisis hit. Tessa's job offer in New York tempted her. Come with me, she urged. Elliana wavered. Leave everything? The decision loomed, encapsulating her conflicts. Choose love or family. Nights of introspection followed. A dream haunted her. Dad, gone 5 years, saying, Be true, kiddo. Waking, she knew. But betrayal struck again. Mia, under pressure, leaked details to Mom about their plans. Linda arrived unannounced, begging. Don't go. We'll fix this. Elliana exploded. Fix me? I'm not broken. The argument raged, old grievances airing. You never accepted me, Elliana accused. Mom sobbed. I love you, but this. Tessa intervened. Let her choose. Mom left defeated, the rift seemingly permanent. In the aftermath, Elliana packed. New York it is, she told Tessa. excitement mixed with sorrow. I'm losing them, she mourned. Tessa, you're gaining us. As they drove away, Elliana glanced back, heart heavy. Was this the right path? The question echoed, unanswered yet. New York pulsed with energy, a stark contrast to Boston's familiar confines. But for Elliana, it was a double-edged sword. Freedom laced with loneliness. Their Brooklyn apartment, cozy and cluttered with Tessa's photos, became a sanctuary. This is our fresh start, Tessa said, hanging a picture of them from Provincetown. Elliana smiled, but inside. At what cost? Calls to mom went unanswered. Mark reported she was grieving.
Mia texted sporadically, a lifelong amid isolation.
Work transferred Elliana to a Manhattan firm. More inclusive but demanding. Colleagues celebrated her authenticity. Proud of you. Yet imposter syndrome not. Do they see me or the label? She wondered during commutes. Society here was progressive, but microaggressions persisted. Stares on the subway, debates in cafes about traditional values. A news story about a disowned lesbian hit home, mirroring her fears. Tessa thrived, her photography gigs multiplying. NYC's magic, she'd say, pulling Elliana into adventures. A rooftop party introduced them to a vibrant queer circle. Stories of triumphs and scars. One friend, Alex, shared, family rejection fades, self-acceptance lasts. Elliana nodded, but doubt lingered. Will mine fade? Nights, she journaled. I chose love, but the void aches. Tension brewed when Tessa pushed for more commitment. Let's get engaged. Elliana balked. With my family in shambles? Arguments flared. You're still chained to their approval. Tessa accused. Elliana. It's not that simple. The push-pull exposed cracks. Elliana's unresolved guilt versus Tessa's forward momentum. A makeup session turned introspective. I need time, Elliana admitted. Tessa softened. I get it, but don't let fear win. A surprise visit from Mia shifted dynamics. Mom's struggling, but I came to support you. They toured the city, Mia marveling. You look happy, Elliana confessed. I am mostly, Mia revealed. I'm dating a woman too. Your courage inspired me. The bond strengthened, a bridge to the past. But Mom remained distant. Society's tests continued. At a work event, a client's homophobic remark stung. Elliana challenged. That's outdated. Backlash followed. Emails questioning her agenda. Her boss backed her, but stress mounted. Is visibility worth the fight? She pondered. Tessa encouraged activism. Join me at the march. Elliana did, chanting for rights, empowerment surging. Yet personal betrayal loomed. Tessa's late nights raised suspicions. Just work, she said. Elliana trusted, but seeds of doubt sprouted. One evening, checking Tessa's phone for directions, she found flirty texts from a colleague. Heart-shattering, she confronted. How could you? Tessa denied. It's nothing. Harmless. But the damage was done. Echoing the cabin incident. History repeating, Elliana thought bitterly. The fight was cataclysmic. You pursued me while with Mia, now this? Elliana yelled. Tessa. I was confused then. This is different. Trust fractured, Elliana stormed out. Wandering Central Park. Was our love built on sand? Reflections flooded. The initial spark, shared dreams now tainted. Returning, they talked till dawn. Tessa apologized. I flirted to feel alive amid your hesitations. Elliana. That's no excuse. Forgiveness came slowly, boundaries redrawn. Healing progressed with therapy. Elliana unpacked childhood conditioning, societal pressures. I'm worthy, she affirmed. Tessa joined sessions, their bond mending. But family wounds festered. A letter from Mom. I pray for you daily. No acceptance, just pity. Elliana responded. I pray you see my joy. Silence followed. Highs and lows intertwined. A gallery show featured Tessa's work, including portraits of Elliana. Raw, loving. Attendees praised. Such passion. Elliana beamed, pride swelling. But a call from Mark interrupted. Mom's ill. Come home. Panic hit. Is this punishment? She feared. Rushing to Connecticut, Elliana found Mom weakened by stress-induced ailment. You caused this, Uncle Joe accused. Elliana retorted. No, intolerance did. Bedside, Mom whispered. Why choose this path? Elliana. It's not a choice, it's me. Tears flowed a crack in the wall. I love you, Mom said faintly. Elliana. Then accept me. Departure left hope flickering. Back in NYC, Tessa comforted. Progress. But Elliana questioned. At her bedside? Cruel timing. Moral dilemmas swirled. Was her pursuit selfish? Society's narratives clashed. Empowerment versus duty. As autumn leaves fell, resolution neared. Elliana proposed reconciliation, family therapy. Mom agreed tentatively. The session was raw. Accusations, tears, breakthroughs. I fear for your soul, Mom admitted. Elliana. My soul's fine in love. Mia mediated, sharing her journey. Walls crumbled slowly. Yet Tessa's impatience peaked. If they don't accept us, cut ties. Elliana resisted. Their family. The ultimatum loomed, forcing a choice. Love or blood? The tension built, decisions pending. The therapy sessions became battlegrounds, each one peeling back layers of hurt and misunderstanding. Mom arrived guarded, clutching her rosary. This isn't natural, she'd say. Elliana countered. Love is love, Mia supported. Look at us, we're happy. Mark observed silently. His neutrality a quiet ally. Uncle Joe's absence spoke volumes. The family fractured further. Inside, Elliana wrestled. Am I forcing change or fighting for truth? Tessa attended one session, her presence electrifying. I love your daughter, she declared. Mom flinched. But scripture. The therapist intervened. Feelings over doctrine. Progress inched. Mom admitted curiosity about their life. Tell me about New York. Elliana shared cautiously, glimpses of joy. But setbacks hit. Mom relapsed into judgment. What about children? Elliana. We can adopt. Mom. Not the same. Frustration boiled. Society amplified the struggle. A Supreme Court ruling on LGBT rights sparked debates. Friends celebrated. Elliana joined, but anxiety lingered. Laws change, hearts slower. At work, a diversity initiative featured her story. Anonymously. Empowerment mixed with exposure fears. Am I ready? She pondered. Tessa's world intersected dramatically. A photo series on queer families went viral, drawing praise and hate mail. You're brave, Elliana said. Tessa. We both are. But the spotlight strained. Paparazzi-like attention followed. One night, a stalkerish message. Abominations. Fear gripped. Is this our life? Elliana questioned. Tessa. We fight back. Personal growth accelerated. Elliana volunteered at a youth center, mentoring questioning teens. Their stories mirrored hers. Family rejection, self-doubt. You can thrive, she encouraged, healing herself. One kid's coming out success inspired. If they can, so can I with Mom. Betrayal resurfaced subtly. Tessa confessed past doubts. Early on, I wondered if you'd commit. Elliana hurt. You doubted us? Tessa. Your fears made me. Honesty strengthened, but scars remained. Trust is fragile, Elliana reflected. The high point came at Thanksgiving. Mom invited them tentatively. Just dinner. Elliana accepted, heart racing. The table was tense. Relatives stared. Uncle Joe grumbled. But Mom tried. Pass the turkey, Tessa. Small talk flowed. Later, privately. I'm trying, Ellie. Tears. That's enough. Hope bloomed. Yet drama struck. Mark revealed. Mia's pregnant from a fling. Shockwaves. Mia confessed. I'm keeping it alone. Family rallied, but judgments flew. Elliana supported. You're strong. Inside. Life's twists, my choices pale. Tessa proposed amid the chaos. On a snowy bridge, ring in hand. Marry me. Elliana, yes, joy overwhelming. But sharing with family? Mom's reaction. Marriage? No. Disappointment stung. Why can't she celebrate? Wedding planning became a minefield. Venue debates. Guest lists excluding dissenters. Society's gaze intensified. Media interest in their modern love. Elliana embraced. Our story matters. But inner conflict raged. Am I sacrificing family for this? A pre-wedding crisis. Mom threatened boycott. I can't condone. Elliana pleaded. Be there for me. Ultimatum. Choose us or them. Mom wavered, attending reluctantly. The ceremony was beautiful, vows heartfelt. I choose you forever, Elliana said. Cheers, but Mom's tears mixed joy and sorrow.
Post-wedding, normal chisok.
Honeymoon in Hawaii bliss. But return brought reality. Mom distanced again. It's hard. Elliana. Keep trying. Society evolved, friends married similarly, normalizing. Yet a final twist. Tessa's job took her abroad temporarily. Separation tested. Distance makes the heart. Elliana joked, but loneliness hit. Reflections. We've come far, paid dearly. Reunion with family at Christmas. Mom hugged Tessa. Welcome. Breakthrough.
Elliana marvelled, persistance pays.
But questions lingered. Was the pain justified? The years following the wedding blurred into a tapestry of triumphs and lingering shadows, each thread woven with the choices Elliana and Tessa had made. Their Brooklyn home expanded with adopted twins, a boy and girl whose laughter filled the voids once occupied by doubt. Elliana's career soared. She led diversity initiatives at her firm, turning personal pain into professional purpose. This is impact, she'd think during speeches, audiences nodding in solidarity. Tessa's art flourished, exhibitions worldwide capturing queer narratives. Together they embodied resilience, but beneath the costs tallied. Family ties mended unevenly. Mom visited often, doting on the grandkids despite initial hesitations. They're innocent, she'd say, a concession. Conversations deepened. I was scared of losing you, Mom admitted one evening over tea. Elliana. You almost did. Forgiveness flowed, but scars remained. Holidays still carried undercurrents of past judgments. Mia thrived as a single mom, her child a playmate for the twins. We broke the mold, Mia joked. Mark's support was steadfast, a quiet anchor. Society shifted too, laws advancing, acceptance growing. Yet backlash persisted. School board fights over curriculum. Online trolls targeting their family. Elliana advocated tirelessly, testifying in hearings. For our kids' future, she'd declare. Inner monologues persisted. Did my defiance pave this path or deepen divides? Betrayals faded into lessons. The flirtation incident became a touchstone. We grew stronger, Tessa reflected. Their marriage, tested by distance and demands, held firm through communication. Love requires work, Elliana mused during anniversaries. A pivotal moment came at Mom's 70th birthday. The family gathered, tensions low. Uncle Joe, mellowed by time, apologized. I was wrong. Elliana teared. Thank you. The event symbolized closure, but Elliana pondered. Too late for some wounds? As the twins grew, questions arose. Why did Grandma cry at your wedding? One asked. Elliana explained gently. People learn slowly. It sparked her to write a memoir, raw and revealing. Reviews praised. A testament to courage. But criticism stung. Selfish narrative. Doubt resurfaced. Was I selfish? Tessa's health scare. A minor surgery brought perspective. Life's short, she said post-recovery. They renewed vows, intimate and affirming. Family attended fully, Mom beaming. I'm proud. Yet the journey's toll weighed. Lost friends, strained relations, internal battles. Elliana reflected nightly. The price of authenticity worth it? In quiet moments she'd stare at old photos, the cabin, the reunion. That shock started it all. Growth evident, but debates eternal. Was Elliana's pursuit of love, despite the familial and societal wreckage it caused, ultimately the morally right choice?